and submits her work without proofreading. Today, we're diving into evolution's most questionable design choices, 11 animals that make you wonder if natural selection was on vacation. The walking hangover. Let's start with the sloth, nature's living proof that sometimes doing absolutely nothing is a survival strategy. This creature moves so slowly that moss literally grows on it. Its digestion, so inefficient that leaves ferment in its stomach for a month. That's right, sloths are walking microbreweries. While you're paying $8 for craft beer, these guys are producing it 24/7 and keeping it all to themselves. The bird that forgot how to bird. Next up, the kakapo, a chunky parrot that looked at flying and said, "Nah, I'm good." When danger approaches, it freezes instead of fleeing. Its mating call sounds like a bass-boosted vacuum cleaner, and males dig booming bowls to amplify this sexy sound. The result? So few babies that scientists now run what's essentially a bird dating service. Swipe right for survival. The bamboo addict. The panda, evolution's couch potato. Imagine evolving from carnivores, then deciding your diet will be 99% bamboo, a plant you can barely digest. These bears spend 14 hours daily munching on nutritionally bankrupt sticks, getting almost no energy from them. Yet somehow, they've survived millions of years on good looks and vibes alone. Talk about failing upward. The original ostrich mode. The ostrich doesn't actually bury its head in sand. That would be too logical. Instead, this 9-foot feathered dinosaur developed wings it can't use for flight, laid eggs where predators can see them, and decided its best defense was running away really fast. When your evolutionary achievement is good at panicking, you know something went wrong. The melting disappointment. Meet the blobfish, perfectly adapted to deep-sea pressure until humans drag it up and expose it as evolution's saddest mistake. In its natural habitat, it looks fairly normal. Bring it to the surface, it transforms into what looks like a melted candle with depression. Nature really said, "This is fine," and moved on. The committee-designed animal. The platypus is what happens when evolution creates by committee. Mammal, bird, reptile, yes. It lays eggs, produces milk, has a duckbill, beaver tail, and otter feet. And as a bonus feature, males have venomous ankle spurs, because, why not? God was clearly playing evolution Tetris with leftover parts. The toxic cutie. The slow loris looks like a living stuffed animal, until it raises its arms and licks its poison-secreting armpits to deliver a toxic bite. Imagine if your self-defense mechanism was poisoning yourself first, then hoping to poison your attacker. That's not a superpower. That's a design flaw marketed as a feature. The one-tooth wonder, the narwhal, not a sea unicorn, just a whale with a dental problem. That magical horn is literally just an overgrown tooth that spirals through its upper lip. Imagine if humans evolved one random 9-foot-long incisor and called it a day. Dental insurance nightmare. The eternal child. The axolotl never grows up. While other salamanders mature and lose their gills, axolotls said, "Adulting is overrated," and stayed in their larval form forever. They can regenerate almost any body part, yet somehow couldn't evolve a plan to avoid becoming critically endangered. Peter Pan syndrome with consequences. The drama queen, the Dik-dik, a miniature antelope standing just 12 inches tall, marks territory with tears. Not regular tears, sticky, black, preorbital gland secretions that it dramatically smears everywhere. It's essentially writing emotional poetry on trees and rocks. Nature's emo phase personified. The floating lottery ticket. Finally, the sunfish, Evolution's throw everything at the wall approach. This living pancake produces 300 million eggs at once, not because it's good at parenting, but because it's betting that at least a few will survive despite having no defense mechanisms whatsoever. It's literally a floating head with fins, proving that sometimes quantity over quality is a legitimate strategy. So what did we learn? Evolution isn't always about being the fittest. Sometimes it's about being weird enough that predators don't know what to do with you. If any